So I just wanted to do, a little demonstration here. Take it. This is Moneypenny. This is the dog that I've had the shortest amount of time. She came to me as a client originally. She was a referral from a veterinarian, and this dog had been on amitriptyline, which is a pretty heavy anti-anxiety medication, for the past 5.5 years. And all of her stressors were completely environmental, in my opinion. So you can see she is a very happy pup here. We have not had any kind of problems with her so far. Hey, Moneypenny. But she does have about, 8.5 years of behaviors that have been ingrained, and not all of them are good. One of the things that she does not like to do is give up treats. And as you can see, she's chewing on a bully stick right now. Dogs have to have stuff to chew on when mom is sick. So you see she's looking at me. Hey, Moneypenny. I trust her. Can you drop it? Money. Can I have it? Money. So I'm putting my finger down on top of it. Good girl. And I'm making sure, easy. Good girl. I'm just going to reach in and I'm just going to take it. Good girl. So now that I've got it, yes ma'am. Take it. I'm just going to let her, and I am pretty positive, a dog can always do something you're not expecting. But I am 99.999% sure that she's not going to bite me while I'm holding on to it like this. Because we've worked on this. But if you ever think a dog might bite you for this, obviously don't try this yet. I trust her. Yeah, we've worked on that. And so see there when she kind of naturally stopped so she could breathe. Yes, hi. Good girl. Take it. Good girl. And I'm just going to hold on to it. Good girl. And I'm in a very non-threatening type of position. I'm just going to sitting on the ground. Hi, it's just a phone. Take it. You're okay. Good girl. She's like, what are you doing? See me waving my hand around above her head when I turned around to get that shot? That made her anxious and she stopped chewing on it. Good girl. You're okay. She lived with 2 young children and she was a little bit overprotective of the children, which caused her to not be okay with people she didn't know. Good girl. She didn't want people to come into the house and actually had several bites on people. Take it. Good girl. 2 of the bites were on her previous owner. Once was on the knee, once was on the hand. Both bites could have been prevented there. And then the 3rd and final bite, they were going to have this dog euthanized, which is why I took her. But they were going to have her euthanized because a man that was delivering groceries to the house came into the house after knocking on the door very loudly several times and ignoring the beware of dog sign on the door, decided to let himself in anyway. Good girl. To deliver the groceries into the house. Good girl. She gave him, take it, a pretty nasty bite on the upper arm. She's only about 25 pounds. But, good girl. So I'm going to let her have it again. Good girl. Wow. And what you can do is you can offer a treat. Good. With one hand and slowly reach in and get this treat with the other one. Kind of like we were doing with the toy. called a trade. We're past that. She is. Moneypenny. You good girl. I'm just going to pet her. Good girl. Easy. I'm not pulling on it, I'm just holding it. I'm kind of lowering it down into the bed where she can put her foot on it like that. Because just because you have your foot on it doesn't necessarily make it yours. And I've got a good grip on it, by the way. I don't want her foot on my hand. She has a jumping issue. Even for a small dog, I believe. No, ma'am. I don't care how big the dog is. They need good manners. And notice all three of my other dogs are just off doing their own thing, which is what I like. And again, notice I'm not snatching this away from her. I'm waiting, good girl, till she kind of comes to, no ma'am, to a natural stopping point while she's chewing. Because if you'll also notice, there's a little bit of blood. Leave it. There's a little bit of blood on the end of that there, which means she's chewing hard enough to make her gums bleed. No ma'am. Thank you. And what I'm actually going to do, again, if you think a dog might bite your foot, don't do this. Back. Can you back, Moneypenny? Yes, you're thinking about it. Can you back? Good. Now, my dogs know that clucking sound, that means I need you to move your feet. Good girl. And I'm making eye contact with her because she makes phenomenal eye contact. Yes, you do. Back, back, back. Back, back, back. Uh-huh. Good. Easy. There we go. Good girl. Oh. Back. Yep. Back. Thank you. Good girl. Good girl. I've had this dog since April. Whoa. You see how as soon as I go to move my foot, she wants to get closer to me? If she can't successfully let me back my foot away and stay right there, she won't get it back. And she will probably be put on a leash to ensure that she does not steal from the other dogs. Because not only is that incredibly rude, nice deep breaths. Need to make sure that she's in the same spot. She's not. You did inch forward a couple centimeters. Good girl. I've had this dog since April, and we still do this when we get things like bully sticks. Yes, you don't like me to push into your space. I don't like you thinking you run this household. I'm giving her a little cheesy smile. She did run the previous house she was in, and that was easy. That, on top of the owners not knowing, it's okay, she's just adjusting herself. That, on top of the owners not knowing how to work with her, is the reason she had such severe behavioral problems in that house. Good. Good. Nothing but her head has moved. Take it. Good girl. Good girl. I'm just going to let her have it. I'm just going to lean back. I'm not really like hovering over top of her because that never makes anybody feel comfortable. Good girl. This is what happens in a dog trainer's house when the trainer is sick. Yeah, we work on polishing. When I say polishing, I just mean really refining the way a dog is trained. Because, you can tell a dog to sit, you can tell a dog to lay down, you can tell a dog to XYZ, PDQ, all these commands, but are they actually listening to you, or are they just doing what you're asking them to? There's a difference. You're okay. I'm just gonna stretch. I'm just moving around. Not really in her space. Hi. I'm gonna move that hand right where she can. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna move that hand right where she can see it. Good girl. Notice I'm backing my wrist in first. Excuse me. Notice I'm backing my wrist in towards her first. Good girl. Because that wrist, see how the hand is pointed away from her? That's much less threatening than me just like shoving my hand in her face and snatching something away from her. Moneypenny. Good girl. So I've got my knuckle on the treat. And she is a dog that has an issue with swallowing things that are way too big to swallow. Good girl. I've got my fingers on it. Good girl. I'm pretty sure you know better than to put your teeth on me. Again, an animal can always surprise you. Which is why focusing on your own breathing is always important. Because they know when you're breathing. Easy. See how hard she's chewing. And I'm not making direct eye contact with her right now. I do have a really good grip on that treat so she can't pull it out of my hand. You are absolutely crazy. But again, all of that tension is just in my fingers. I'm not pulling against the treat in any way. They're going to pull against you, and that's okay. Wow, Money, you look ridiculous. Easy. Tighten back. Don't get me bit, dog. Good girl. Easy. Take a breather for a minute. Good girl. You're okay. You're okay. And I'm going to make sure. Wow, that sound came out wrong. Back. Moneypenny, back. Titan's not right behind me anymore. Can you back, please? Good girl. Good girl. and I'm not pressing on her chest hard. I'm really just kind of, so I'm putting, hi. I can feel her fur on my toes, but I'm not pushing in any harder than that. And I'm just going to kind of wiggle my big toe back. Good. Wiggle my big toe. Good. Back. Back. I know you don't want to back away. Back. And I'm not going to piss her off. Stay back, Titan. Like I said, I'm not going to make her mad. Back. Back. Yes. Stay. I've got my foot fully extended. My toes are pointed out. No, sir. Stay back. He senses her tension towards me, and he doesn't like that, but it's okay. Easy. Easy. Good girl, Moneypenny. Easy. I can see her breathing, and it's kind of tense. Yeah, take a couple good breaths there. Good girl. I'm watching her rib cage rise and fall. Good girl. Gentle eye contact. I'm not staring her down. We don't do that. You can look your dog in the eyes. You're not trying to stare him down. Easy. Good. Good girl. I'm just going to give her a smile, let her know she's doing what I want. Stay. Good. Okay, take it. And I'm just going to let her have it. Because we're going to end there. I'm not going to overwork it. Good girl. Good girl. And I'm just going to kind of sit here. I'm not just going to like run out of her space or anything. Hi, tight. Wow, thank you for burping on me. Handsome puppy.